All right, baby, here we go. In the bottom right-hand corner, in the red, representing Team Gosu, it is Rolch. And his opponent in the top left, playing Zerg, with the clan tag GRU, but representing Platinum Heroes today, it is 11. Look at this, 11. There we go. Gonna go pool first. What is he doing? Oh no, he's definitely not. Gonna go hatch first. Look at that. Already has the drone down there. Very nice. Let's see if he gets this pool very quickly after this, or if he decides to. I've seen a couple rare platinum level games here where the player has double expanded before pool. It's a bold strategy, and I'm not sure if 11 thinks he can pull it off, especially after seeing how aggressive Rolch was that last game with that Marauder Concussive Shell and early move out with +1/+1. All right. Oh, but good to see you. Good morning, man. How's it going? Oh, it's so good to see you in the chat. All right, so Rolch expanding here behind this also. Hey, a production tab. That might help me decide what's going on this game. Pool just about to finish up here for 11, and we'll see how many Zerglings he decides to make. Now already a big change up here from Rolch. Last time, of course, he went for that early Marauder Concussive Shell and did not scout at all. This time, it looks like he's already got the Reaper on the map. He's not going to scout with this Reaper, just going to leave it at home for now. And never mind, now the Reaper moving out. So that's a good play there by Rolch. Good to get a little bit of info. Good to get a little bit of updates. Good to see exactly what your opponent's up to. So finally, Rolch going to get out with the scout now. Of course, 11 scouting overlords are in place, so 11 going to have a little idea that the expansion has gone down. I'm pretty sure that 11's overlord has seen that expansion. Yeah, so he knows it's being built. He will see the timing of that. But so far, Rolch needs to get in there as he hasn't seen anything that his opponent's up to, aside from that initial SCV scout. So here we go. Update with the Reaper. The Reaper is going to get pushed away by one queen. Second queen has been made up here in the main. Now 11 making a pretty big problem here. Not a pretty big problem, or rather a smaller problem, though. And it looks like he's addressing it now. Extra queens. This is a problem I see so often in my platinum level games with these players. A lot of times they forget to build extra queens. 1 or 2 queens is nice, but you definitely want a couple extra queens, man, especially if you're playing Terran, to spread that creep to get this stuff going over here. So, oh, it's TgosuC's day off too. Excellent. What is up? Welcome, welcome. Oh, it's so good to have you guys in here. Early morning for me, but I know I have people watching from all over the world here, so not necessarily early morning for you. Hellions coming out now. Look at this. A little bit of a change up here from Rolch, showing us that he's the master of several styles. Oh, nice. Speed. Zerglings here. Gonna force 2 cancels and pick off 2 SCVs. That's a nice play there from 11. Gotta be careful, though. Rolch does have those Hellions out. Get away, 11. What are you doing? Don't engage into Hellions. Oh, no. All right, so Zerglings are going to slip by. The gate has been raised, though, from Rolch. So these Zerglings are going to get picked off, it looks like. Oh, man, they are going to get away with their life. Heavens. Never mind, they're not going to get away. Oh, jeez. Finally, some streams. Nahyun, what's up, man? Third base just finishing up here for 11, and the Baneling Nest finishing up as well. Now, we haven't seen a swell of Zerglings or anything yet, so it's not going to be a crazy Baneling bust or anything from 11. It looks like he's just happy to sit back home, build up, and stay even with his opponent. Rolch starting with that Viking. I like this so much. Okay, interesting, interesting. I thought Rolch might be swapping over this starport, going to get out a Cloaked Banshee or something, but it looks like no. He's just going to get out those initial couple Hellions, 4 Hellions it looks like, and then transition over into bio play. So he's already building a tech lab onto that factory to get out some tanks. Looks like he's going to add on, I would assume, a reactor soon to that starport. There it is, reactor. And he's just going to go into some more bio play off the back of the initial 4 Hellions. Now, yeah, this Hellion harass needs to happen sooner rather than later. The Roach Warren's already a little bit done here, so these Vikings are, or pardon me, these Hellions are going to find less and less value as the game goes on. Now, it looks like they are going to go into that third base here. 2 Queens already at the third base spreading creeps, so that's a nice play by 11 to already have those there. The Roach Warren about to finish from 11, so it should be very helpful. Scan going down, gonna pick off maybe 2 or 3 creep tumors if he gets lucky here. Get some Hellion splash shots, and okay, is gonna get that last creep tumor, so that's nice. Picks off 3 active tumors, which is about the most you can hope for from these Hellions, and the Hellion's actually happy with that. Gonna head back home as we see 11 continuing to add on to his bio forces. Now, ooh, a very greedy 4th base here from 11, who has seen that Hellion harass and not seen much else, and it looks like 11's gonna decide that he is happy to continue to expand here. Now, this Overlord should get picked off here pretty quick. Going to send a Speedling in to try and scout. Going to check for a third base. We'll see that there's no third base, which is nice. 11 needs to move this Overlord in. He's got to get a view on this army. This is going to be really dangerous here. Uh-oh. All right, +1 Carapace on the way now for 11. If we look at the upgrades tab so far, just stim and speed for both players, so nothing too crazy. Looks like their +1s will finish at a similar time, if not the same time. I missed a scan there from 11. Not sure exactly what he saw. But the Baneling has... Oh, it is going to happen here. Look at this. Baneling's trying to move forward. The Siege Tank getting some good shots off. And, oh, 11 going to retreat here. 11 morphing in even more Banelings setting up at the front. The Overlord will get picked off here. +1 definitely going to finish unless these Banelings hit it first. 1 Siege Tank on the high ground. He doesn't have... Okay, 2nd Siege Tank rolling out now with 2 Siege Tanks. This could be a really, really dangerous push here. Only a couple Roaches here for 11. So he's not going to have a lot of beef in this army. The Siege Tanks could do a lot of damage, especially if they target fire those Banelings very well. Now, reminder, this is a platinum level match, so it's tough for Siege Tanks to really focus fire down Banelings. The APM required for that is pretty tough. Looks like Banelings rolling forward here. Siege Tank's gonna get a couple shots off. Banelings taking down the front things. He has knocked, oh gosh, he has knocked down the front door here, but it's not quite gonna be enough here. The Roach is forced to retreat. That's a big Baneling cost for not a lot here. Man, we see this a lot of times in our platinum games. Just enough Banelings to break down the front door, but not enough Banelings or hatch forces, bio forces, Zerglings, Roaches to really make up for it. So Rolch gonna feel emboldened by this. He's gonna push across the map. I'm not sure that's a good call though. 11 does have a lot of army balled up back home here. Rolch gonna check for what he thinks is the 4th base. Not gonna see the 4th base. The 4th base, of course, 11-4. The 4th base, of course, 411 has finished over here. But the Terran player setting up this strike force on the southwest side of the map is going to move up into the 3rd base. Creep tumors just getting set down here, but this is a lot. 11 not quite in position here. Needs to roll these forces in, needs to respond to this aggression, and here we go. Siege Tanks setting up on the ramp. 1 Siege Tank not sieged up yet. Banelings rolling forward here on creep. Still slow Banelings. Banelings gunning for that bio army. Looks like the Siege Tanks are going to pick up though, but a huge Baneling hit there from 11 is going to pick off a lot of the bio from Rolch. The Roaches are all determining with these Siege Tanks still up here. Viking, and oh my god, the 2 Marines that have survived, unbelievably. Rolch is going to be able to establish a position here. We see 11 making 52 Zerglings. He's forced to evacuate this 3rd base. But with 52 Zerglings on the way, this is going to get cleaned up here. Rolch needs to be very careful. At the same time, though, 11 can't push forward with groups of Zerglings. He needs to get all of these units together. He's going to have to sacrifice this 3rd base. The Siege Tanks have set up position. More bio units joining here. Only 1 medevac there. Okay, 2nd medevac joining finally. Looks like the starport back home. Oh, it does. Okay, it does have a reactor on it, so it should be pumping out 2 medevacs at a time. Looks like maybe a little bit miss macro there from Rolch. Rolch gonna go ahead and push forward here. Catch a couple of these morphing Banelings. The Speedlings and Banelings gonna move forward here. Siege Tanks unsieged. One of them gonna get picked off here. One of them into the medevac. The medevac's moving forward, not backward. Uh-oh. These medevacs need to drop their payload. The Queen's already getting shots down on this medevac. The medevac, uh-oh. The Queen's targeting down the wrong medevac here. Looks like 11 defending fairly well. Rolch needs, okay, he's trying to drop down, but this is no good. There's already units right underneath him here. The Siege Tank is gonna get picked off. Hydral's gonna pick up both of the medevacs as well, and 11 is going to clean this up. Meanwhile, 11 Zerglings. Oh no, flooding in the wall from Rolch, not finished yet. Hydral is off creep. They are slow. Oh god. But the Banelings rolling forward now. Okay, Siege Tank on the ramp. Hasn't sieged up just yet. The Zerglings spotting here for the Hydrals. Banelings rolling forward. So many Zerglings here. 11 in a really good position. Rolch finally sieging up that Siege Tank. Is going to get a couple shots. But the Banelings going to roll forward and pick off. Oh my god, the carnage. So many SCVs going down. 2 SCVs on the low ground now. Rolch in a lot of trouble. Getting cleaned up here. Only 16 army supply. And there's the GG from Rolch. 11 is going to take game number 2. And Platinum Heroes is going to bring it back 1-1.